Hello, Walker Valley seniors and parents. This is Mr. Acciona giving you some information as we have it today, April the 16th, 2020.
All right, and good evening, everyone. I want to give you some updates that are specific to seniors only. So we're going to begin here. To start off with, there are a couple of items that we need to make sure we get from you seniors. Make sure that you have checked the name verification form for diplomas, and that's located on the school website. You need to update that by Monday. That's this coming Monday, 4/20. Every year around this time, we are actually ordering diplomas, and we normally have an opportunity to meet with you and have you verify your name and spelling and everything, because these are really nice printed items, obviously, that you could frame, put on your wall and everything. We want to make sure they're correct. Submitted names that are on that form will be amended on the diplomas. Otherwise, what we have in our school system, that's our what would be like on your report card and everything, is what will be printed there. Now, you can only request something that is your given name, like on your birth certificate. We're just looking for correct spellings. We're looking at entire middle names and everything as well. Just make sure that you verified that. The other item on our school website, that's a little banner in the bottom left-hand corner. Both of these are banners in the bottom left-hand corner of the school website, is the transcript request form. Make sure that you have completed that. We are sending out requests every Friday, and to date, I believe we filled 130 requests for transcripts to be sent to various colleges, universities, grant and scholarship application items, and even some employment things. So submit your transcript request on that form only, please. Next, some updates. I want to let you know that the personal finance and economics students, we do have an answer concerning what to do with that class. This is really any student who has registered for these classes in the last 9 weeks. So those students never even actually got to engage their class. So we had waited on some information from the State Board of Education. They met this past Thursday, but they passed the decision back to the districts. What the State Board of Education did is that they said that any credits of the 22 that were not core curriculum credits, and what they identified by that are math, English, science, and social studies credits, that districts may determine to waive some of those credits outside of the core curriculum credits, which would include these two classes, personal finance and economics. Now, we're giving decisions to students. So the first choice is that the students may choose, hey, look, I just want to be waived from this class or exempted from this class. The second one is that the students may say, I choose to engage a prescribed curriculum to complete this class. And if they do so, they'll receive an A, a numerical value of 100, if they complete the prescribed curriculum by May 1st. Now, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit more detail about those. So let's start with economics. Econ students, there will be a printed packet that will be available for pickup. It'll be here at the school starting on Monday, or we can deliver it to individuals if they request that. I'll show you how to request that here in just a moment. There's also a PDF version of the packet, which may be emailed next week upon request. Again, I'll show you how to request that here shortly. The packet may be submitted. You can actually bring it back when you complete it and put it into the attendance window tray at the front of the school. You'll need to label it properly, slide it through there, and let it fall on the floor. We'll be checking those daily. That's a no contact way to submit the form or submit the packet. And then we have next for personal finance students. Personal finance students, we're going to be working on a predetermined set of tasks in the EverFi platform. Now, EverFi is something that all of our personal finance classes have used in the past. Teachers have gone through and they're going to set up a predetermined list of those tasks. And the students may choose to engage that online or have a printed version of that. The PDF version of the packet will be emailed or may be emailed next week upon request. It can be picked up at the school or it can be delivered as well. Now, I will be sending out an email to the students that are affected by this decision on Saturday of this week. This is only going to the 72 students that are affected by this. They're the only ones who had personal finance or economics the last 9 weeks. And we'll be asking them for some information, like tell us which one of these two decisions, or what decision you're choosing to do. Are you choosing to be exempted from the class, or are you choosing to engage it? And if you're choosing to engage it, how will you be doing this? Do you want us to email it, so forth and so on? There'll be a series of questions that we'll ask you to respond to. Next, I want to talk a little bit about some tentative plans. We were able to identify where our graduation invitations had a lot of information, a lot of individuals asking about saying that they had not received their graduation invitations. We did have a large shipment of those that during the course of spring break and then also after school closures, those items, they tried to deliver them. We could not coordinate that, and they were returned to the plant. And so we have contacted Balfour. They've arranged for those items to be delivered to us next week, and we're actually having them shipped to one of our houses so that we can ensure they're signed off for, and then we're going to set up delivery of those to seniors along with their caps and gowns in the next week or two. We're still working on the specifics of how to logistically do that, but we'll get information about that to you next week. Yearbooks are another issue. We have found out that the plant that prints our yearbooks has been shut down until April 30th. We believe that our yearbooks have been printed and are waiting for delivery. So they're in their shipping department. So we're hoping that as soon as that plant reopens, that the yearbooks will be sent out. I want to get graduation invitations and caps and gowns into the hands of parents prior to the yearbook. So we're going to practice this pickup methodology that I described briefly, where we have 7 different locations around the campus where people will report, and their yearbooks or their caps and gowns and invitations will be at those locations. So we're going to try that with seniors first. When we do yearbooks, we'll do this again with yearbooks. And when we send out yearbooks, we're going to have a way in which seniors can return items or pick up items that they had left at the school. So if they're art items or papers or anything that they had that were in their teachers' classrooms, we're going to work out a way in which they can get those back. All right, so those are just a couple of items that we had in that regard. I want to let you know that we have a large administrator meeting tomorrow, that is Friday, April 17th, to discuss end of the year items across the county. And I hope to have some more information from those. I'll update all grade levels next week when we have more definitive plans concerning how we're going to end this year, after Governor Lee's declaration yesterday about schools being ended for the school year. Hopefully this information, again, will prove helpful.
These continue to be challenging times for all graduates across the United States. At Walker Valley High School, seniors, I want you to know that we're doing our level best to make sure that there are memorable experiences that are positive for the graduating class of 2020. Please stay healthy, be safe, and always remember, whether you're here or you're there, we're all one valley.